Alright everyone, how's it going? And welcome to episode 2 of the Road to Prime Gerrard. If you missed the last episode, I'll have a link in the description, or you can click the eye in the top right corner, I'll take you straight to it. But if you're here to watch this one, we're carrying on straight from where we left off last episode, when I was bidding on a few different ensues to try and make a little bit of profit to add their coin total. We won a couple there for 750, a lot on the market for 950. Still just making these small profits just to help us on our way. Then I went out and tried a couple different methods because I only had a small amount of coins. And this is a quick tip. Premier League silver players, they usually go for a decent little amount. So what you want to do is set the parameters to silver, Premier League, then a max price of 3 to 500 maybe. Look at whatever ones have a bid on them already, or ones that look half decent. Mostly the rares, but as you can see here, I found Chong, because he's Man United, he'll be going for a little bit more, same with Guendouzi. But what you want to do is you want to find the players with bids on, add them to your transfer targets, and then compare the price to find out what sort of price they're going for on the market. Once you find that, pick something you're going to sell them for, and then just try and get them for cheaper than that. I won King there for 400 coins, I was able to put them straight in the market for 950 coins. It's a nice 500 coin profit from a player that cheap. I've doubled my coins. And then Stevens as well, got 450, put him up for 950. That's two players there that I can double my money from, and you can see King sold on really quickly. So I wanted to start trying the mass bid. It's one of my favourite methods because it's easy and it's pretty no risk, so you're not going to lose any coins when you're doing it. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to break even really. So I was checking a few different players to find Willie and Jose there, because I was looking for players that were between like 1 and 2,000 coins each, because that's what fit with my budget. Couldn't find any open bid, but I did find one going for slightly cheaper than his buy now, so just bought him quickly, listed them up for 100 coins more, sold instantly. That's a 30 odd coin profit. Still nothing, but in the space of like 5 seconds really, why not, you know? So I found another player here to try mass bid with, and that was Nani. I found that his cheapest buy now on the market was around 1,000, 950 to sell instantly, so I just went out and tried to find someone open bid for cheaper, and I found loads of them. So I decided that Nani was going to be the player that was going to do this a lot with. See there, 1-1 for 750, put him on the market for 950, and this just kept happening and happening. There's 2 more of one there, 3 more I'm bidding on, and then I went to check his cheapest buy now again. Found one that was just up for 700 coins, bought him straight away. And as you saw there, we were down to 3 coins, which is quite a nice place to be at, because you know the only way you're getting more coins back is if the players you have bought will sell, and they're going to sell for profit. And that just happened as Stevens sold on for 950. So we went out with that 900 coins and just bid 700 on another Nani. There you can see we've won 4 of them. I'm going to list them all on the market for 950, some for 900, just so I don't clog the market. And yep, the one for 900 is sold on already. Then one for 950 as I checked it, and the other one's been up for 2.5 minutes. So it will sell on 100%. So just to quickly explain how the mass bidding technique properly works is you want to find a player between around 1,000 and around 5,000 is the sort of limits you want to go between, because any higher than that you're pretty unlikely to win them for that much cheaper than what they're going for to maximise your profit with your coins. You can see we're winning more and more nannies like that, just make constant profit. But yeah, once you find the player that you want to mass bid with, you want to find out what the exact cheapest buy now is at the point. Say if it's going for around 1,000 and there's quite a few in the market, but there's none for 950. That's the case with Nani here. So I decided I was going to sell them for 950 coins. I mean, if I listed them at this point for 1,000, they probably would sell after 1 or 2 listings, but I want the profit as soon as I can. So then you want to find out how much you're going to buy each player for. And to do that, you want to take off the EA tax, which for you that don't know is 5% of every sale. So say you sell a player for 1,000 coins, you're only going to get 950 coins back for it. So what you're going to do is you want to take the EA tax off whatever player you're buying. So with Nani, since I'm going to sell him for 950, that means you're going to be getting back about 900 coins. So you want to be bidding on the players for 1 to 200 coin profit from it. So I went down and bid as my max amount, mostly 700, 750. You can either just bid in whatever ones you want as what they're going for, or for that limit you're going to, and just leave it for about 10 minutes, see what you come back, see which ones you've won. But what I did was bid on a few, add a few to the watch list, and then when they're going down the last 30 odd seconds, if you haven't been on a bid, unless there's a bidding war going on, wait till like the last 5 seconds, and you can get them for cheaper. If it's cheap like Nani, I was able to win them without really getting outbid much in any of them. So yeah, it's really effective, and as I say, there's no risk with it. If you don't win the player, you've got your coins straight back. If you win the player, it's profit. If the player's price does drop, you're still not going to lose that many, especially with a cheap player. And in the short amount of time you'll be doing it, the player's price isn't going to drop a lot. Like, you're not going to see a 2,000 coin player just suddenly drop 500 coins after you've won 3 of them in about 5 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty much very low risk, which is why I like it so much. So I was going to go into our final Division Rivals placement match here. Before I went into the match, I bought Callum Wilson, Nick Pope, Alexander Arnold and Halebas just to strengthen my team a bit and hopefully get a win in the final match. And then into the match we went against this pretty nice Brazilian team with Dybala up top. I don't know why it's got Dybala as a centre mid, but fair enough I guess. And yet, literally nothing happened that match. It finished 0-0. You can see the stats there. I had 7 shots, he had 6. But there was no good chances for either of us. It was just really boring that match. And that put us in Division 5 with a skill rating of 1228, which is alright. I reckon Div 5 is an alright placement for us. We are just on the brink there. I think it's 28 skill ratings just above the Div 5 rank. So I went out and bid in a few more nannies. They weren't up as often anymore, so the first 5 is all dealt with. But then because of that, because there's no point really sitting there waiting for the players to come through until there's loads in the market, I went out and did the Premier League silver method again, this time with a 500 limit, and I found Benza here that was going for a little bit. Stuck a bid on him. And then when I was looking for more cheaper players to do some mass bidding with, I thought of Zappacosta. He's non-rare, but he goes for around 800 coins here. So I went out and bid in a few. I was limiting myself to about 550, 600 coins for each one, because I wasn't sure if they would sell straight away. Then here you can see I've won a nanny for 800, put him on the market for 1000 because his price went up over that last match. Zappacosta I won for 500, put him on the market for 750, and then Benza I won him for 500. He went for around 1000 in the market, so I put him up for 950. And the other Zappacosta I put in the market for 750 as well. Won another Zappacosta there, as well as Peñaranda, another silver Premier League player. So put the Zappacosta up for 750 again, and then Peñaranda here I won for 600. Not as much profit this time, but still 250-ish I'd say from him once he sells. So the 3 Zappacostas sold on, and the Benza, and I have to say the Premier League silver method is brilliant. I'd say that the mass bidding is more effective in a timely way, if you get what I mean. You're going to be making the profit faster, but the profit margins for the Premier League silvers are a lot bigger. You can nearly double your coins on half the players you pick up, maybe even more, but they do take a little bit more time to sell on, depending on the player, whereas the mass bidding ones usually sell on within the first 5-10 minutes. As you can see here with Mario Götze, I picked up for 1500, sold on for 1.9k. Peñaranda's still been up there. And then I picked up a Kolarov for 1300, and that was a brilliant deal we picked up because he was going for 2000 on the market. And then a quick Balde there as well for 650. He was going for 850. It's one of those ones where he's going really cheap, but if you pick him up for that cheap, it's brilliant. And yeah, Kolarov sold on instantly for 2000. Another nanny there, 800 coins, put him on over for 950. Not as much profit in that one, but sold on instantly. Followed by another 2 nannies, 800 coin each. So as you can see, this mass bidding method is really effective because this is all in a pretty short space of time. Just list them up for the same sort of price each, usually to sell. If there's too many, I'd put them to the trade pile wait for some to sell, just so the market isn't clogged up, as I say, because then people will start undercutting you. The Donker here, 1100 coins, put on the market for 1400. There's just so many different players that you can go for. It just sometimes takes a while to find them. And yeah, obviously there's not as much gameplay in this video, this is more of a trading episode. I will say now, we're probably not going to get very high division rivals ranked every week, because I don't have as much time to play the games. But there will still be a few games in each episode, because I don't want to rely too much on the rewards, but obviously they're welcome. Obviously we're going to try some weeks to try and get higher, but for the most part it'll be trading and the SBCs, which I'm going to be trying in the upcoming episodes. Pretty much all those nannies that I won, as well as the Dendonker, sold on for what I listed for. And we're now up to just under 10k with a few players still to sell, so everything is looking good. And then I did something that I didn't think I would do this early. I sold my team. I just listed all the players up for like 50 coins more than I paid for them. Hopefully that would just sell. Didn't mind missing out on a few coins for every player just because I've used them. They've made me coins for matches. I'm ready to build a new team, and yeah, most of them sold them pretty quickly. The rest just will take a little bit longer. But yeah, this is the team I've come up with. It's a La Liga team, but up top I've got Anderson Talisca, Alexander Pato, and Alex Teixeira. So you can see the prices I paid for all the players here in the team. So it's quite a good upgrade from what we did have. The most expensive player is probably Savage in that team because he's 83 rated and I needed him because I already had Partey. I didn't want to sell him straight away. And yeah, into the first Division 5 match against that. Yeah, to no surprise, he started the game off with a goal early on with Werner, but I managed to get a header of myself in with Alexander Pato. Then with a nice bit of play, I went 2-1 up with a goal from Arias, of all players in my team, but wasn't ahead for too much longer as he stormed through and smacked the top corner with Gundogan. Then I got a bit of luck here, so I whipped it across to Gaia and he scored an own goal there. And then in the 64th minute, came through and went 4-2 up with Anderson Talisca, and I thought I was cruising, which as you can see, I wasn't. Scored from a corner there of Godin, then 2 minutes later, equalises with James Rodriguez. Then 2 minutes after that, scores a 5th goal with Werner. Yeah, completely fell apart in that match and lost 5-4. I have to say I was raging after that. I thought I was in the clear, but nah. So went into another match straight after. It had a stinking Premier League team, as you see there. Aubameyang up top, Gabriel Jesus. It's just ridiculous. But I got a goal early there with Pato, but he equalised straight away. Then straight after that, I went 2-1 up with a header from Teixeira. It seems to be happening a lot this series where I score early, concede, score again. Then I got a lucky goal there after he slide tackled the ball in the top corner. 3-1, 20 minutes in. 4-1, once again, we're looking good here. Then a little bit later on, he managed to get 1 goal back thanks to a dodge moment from Pau Lopez. Then I got a little bit worried after what happened last game, so I was able to push through and get another goal. But it just wasn't over there yet. He got another one back with Aubameyang, then another one back with Gabby Jesus. And lucky for me, at the end of the first half, made it 6-4, which is pretty ridiculous for a first half, with a bicycle kick from Talisca. And 10 minutes in the second half, Talisca got another one for me, like 7-4. And for a little bit of relief, he quit. So thankfully I didn't chuck away another lead that game. And I have to say this team's working out quite well. Attacking wise, I probably need to add a little bit to it in the midfield and defence because it sort of falls apart, but that's also just me. But yeah, I got plus 30 there in the skill ratings, keep us slightly above the Div 5 limit. And that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode we are going to have the last couple games that I played for this week at Division Rivals and the rewards. And yeah, quickly just like to say thank you all so much for watching. Let me know some players you'd like to see me try out in the series. If you enjoyed it, it would be massively appreciated if you could leave a like. And yeah, once again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time.